What do you know? Olight has got into the EDC knife game, and it would appear they're pretty serious. I mean, they have the Drever, the Splint, the Mini Drever, the Beagle, the Parrot, the Spurdog, the Freeze, the Mr. Rubato, I'll be talking about that one, Rattel, and the Gore. That's a lot of different models. They're not messing around. I've had TMPers ask for these KRVs. Are these knives any good? Should I buy them? Should I add it to cart when I buy an Olight flashlight? Nothing fancy. Well, let's kick it off with the Olight Rubato, Mr. Rubato 3. This is it on the table. It comes in some very excellent colors. This is my preferred one, probably orange. I mean, you may understand I like orange. I have been displaying orange knives for some time. Right, very popular with Mr. Nothing Fancy, orange. That Komatsu WB140 backhoe, 150th scales in orange. My Kubota M82 is in orange, so yeah, safe to say I like orange. This one is a looker. This is a good looking knife. This is a Rubato 3. There's other variations as well. Pretty much on all of these knives. There's going to be different models, different variations. The names may change. The stock will definitely change. It comes and goes. The prices change. This one I bought for 90 bucks. Olight did not give it to me. I used those donation dollars to go score it. The Mr. Rubato 3, 90 bucks. There's a modified Tanto version. It's a 3.4 inch blades, 3.7 ounces. Heavier, bigger knife than this. That looks pretty legit. I don't have that one to show you in person. Check out the Honeycomb 6061 T6 aluminum handle. That is a looker. Really cool. Any traction on there? None to speak of. The traction on this is negligible. It needs some skateboard tape. Yeah, there's a look at the knife. It's a little bit chunky as far as the width goes. I would like it a little bit narrower, but who's counting millimeters? Look at the drilled out liners there. 420 stainless steel, really nicely milled out to save some weight. Weight on this is a pretty lightweight 3 ounces. For some reason it feels heavier to me, but it's not. It's 3 ounces. Really weird. I don't know what it is. Flow through construction on this. We have a couple standoffs back here. Big old lanyard hole. You can fit unthreaded out 550 cord in there if you want. Put your skeleton, stuff on there if you want. Really nice loop over pocket clip with no intrusions from the set screws. Really excellent. Comes in gray and OD too. I do recommend those colors as well. Drop point and the steel is 154. Make sure I'm telling you right. Yeah, 154 cm. So not CPM 154. So this is the older school 154 cm. It's still a very good steel. This is black coated. Be careful. It will rust on you as soon as you engrave it. Apparently, here I am exposing that. No, it will. I'm not kidding you. I just showed in another KRV my my Microtech, what was it? Scarab. Yeah, my drop point Scarab, and it had rust in the blood groove, and it's the same steel, 154 cm. Drop point, unsharpened swedge, really nice workable tip on it. Perfect blade length, about 2.96 inches, just under 3. 0.909 millimeters in thickness. 0.10 if you want to round up. Cut test. Really excellent. Comes out of box. Super sharp. It doesn't really feel that sharp, but it's one of those knives that's deceptive. I wouldn't do anything to this edge initially. And 154 cm is a legit steel. You guys should know that. I mean, it takes a really, really nice edge. Go look at that. It was actually the Benchmade shootout video, and I show you the Microtech Scarab as a competitive option. I show you how I sharpened it with my Edge Pro Apex at the end. Very scary sharp. Assisted opening. No volcano issues on the fully ambidextrous deployment. Buttons here. Comes out nice. And we have basically an axis lock here. I forget what they're calling it. They're calling it something else, but it's an axis lock. Everyone's copying it. That's a good thing because it's super strong, super ambi. Love it. I love axis locks. I've always said that. Really nice. And they wear in nicely as well. Single-sided pivot point. No movement. There's your stop pin right there. This is a miss right here. The jimping is awful on this knife. On all the Olight knives, I have not seen jimping done correctly. Shame on you, Olight. You should have been watching my rants before you launched into the knife world. That's easily remedied, though. I can get out my Dremel and just go to town, as I've shown you guys before. I just did it on a cold steel Rhino, by the way. Turned out great. I know that knife's gone, long gone. It'll come in a soft pouch. I think it has some type of token coin in here or something. A DK knife. I don't know if that's designer, probably. Don't know, don't care. I don't know what I'd do with this. I mean, that's pretty cool right there. That side is very cool. But again, what do you really do with it? I guess you can put it on the table when you review it. That makes sense. These folding pouches are the soft pouches. I don't really use them. I mean, the knives that I store behind me in the bin, if I need to get to them quick. I mean, here is an Aces titanium frame lock. I just have it in a plastic bag with the information. This is from, let's see, that's from A.G. Russell. It's an A.G. Russell knife. Great knife, by the way. Really nice. Okay, so that's one of them. Remember, it will come in different flavors. That's the Rubato 3. I'm jokingly calling it the Mr. Rubato. And then we go on to the Freeze. I'm going to cover that one here. This one's a really nice knife too. I'm going to open this one up so you kind of see how it's packaged when you get it. I think opening videos are kind of dumb, but I'm just doing it here because I didn't prep it. There you go. Okay, so this has an aluminum handle also. We are considering the aluminum handled Freeze, the regular Freeze. At time of publication, this was about $75. Okay, and the same type of steel, 154 cm. And by the way, I kind of like that Olight used a different steel. We're not seeing 8CR, we're not seeing D2. I think D2 is way overused in the Chinese market. They need to get away from it. They need to give us some newer steels, and it looks like Olight gets that. Granted, it's not CPM 154, but again, decent steel. Drop point has the same edge as the Rubato 3. Very nice edge, cleanly ground. You can see black coated. That's just Krylon spray paint. And this is the Freeze 2, as you can see. And the Freeze comes in different sizes, different blade treatments. Get on the website, and I'll put the links below. Please use my links, and you can see for yourself. What I don't do anytime I take you to the Olight store is I don't give you a product link, because those go out of phase so quickly. So if I were to give you a link to this Freeze 2, it would last about a month and it's gone. Instead, I just take you to Olight store and I ask that you go search out the item. That's what works. And then when you buy, I get some affiliate link money so I can go buy stuff like this. And by the way, that's how I got these. I stored up enough affiliate link money and I was like, yeah, time to get some blades and give the dudes what they want. They want some Olight knife reviews. Here you go. And by the way, this is another an add-on to one that I think TD and I did. I think we reviewed the Splint already. I'll post that one separately, and that's a cool little knife. And that was sent in by a TMP donor. So that will post separately from this. Milled out liners, once again, loop over pocket clip, swappable from left to right, just like the Rubato. That's cool. Single-sided pivot point. You're seeing a family resemblance of sorts, albeit this is a flipper knife. Nicely done flipper, no hot spots, a little bit of serration there, but nothing obnoxious whatsoever. Let's check it out. These are ball bearing pivot points also, I believe. They have a really nice diagram on their website. In fact, Olight has always done a fantastic job with their flashlights and now their knives, showing you how they're put together, giving you all the specifications, some great graphic work. Congratulations to Olight. They've really done a good job. It's one of my reference standards websites when you want to see the product in a lot of different lighting and hear the company brag about it. I want to hear them brag about it when I go to their website, and they do a good job with that. Lockup is phenomenal. There's your stop pin. Centering is perfect, just like the Rubato. Let me show you that one. Yeah. So far, I got to tell you, I'm kind of impressed with these knives. I mean, I think the price is in there. It's nice. The one thing I don't like about the Freeze series is it has very slick aluminum scales. And so there's no traction at all, albeit the coating on them is very cool. This is OD And they have a carbon fiber version as well. 4.3 inches overall length. This blade's a little bit thicker at 0.11 millimeter. And then this is 3.5 ounces. I'm sorry, that's a titanium version. This one's going to be a little bit heavier. Where's my scale? I'll weigh this one for you right now off camera so I don't have to knock stuff over. 3.8, so just a little bit heavier for this Freeze 2 and OD. Now, I said it's lacking traction. The nice thing is you can add it. You can just add a skateboard run right here. It'd be perfect. And you mostly want this side smooth anyhow. The jimping on this, as I ranted before, is just worthless. You need to take a Dremel to it. So, Olight, you need to correct that. It should be really deep, functional jimping. I like where you put it. I like the run of jimping. It's very nice, very well played. Just needs to be functional. Don't do jimping if it's just going to be aesthetic. It's just worthless. And it pisses me off, to be honest. It just pisses me off. Let's see. We've got one more to show you. This is another variation. I think you guys, for whatever reason, are going to really love this one. This is, oh, that's a cool little sticker comes with it. That's coming out of the box. This is the Freeze Copper. Man, look at how they got that vacuum pack, dude. That's because they don't want air to get to it, so it's bright and shiny when you get it. So copper's really fun. I've shown you some copper, well, I guess watches and some flashlights that I've aged, and they turned out really nice. So here's your copper Freeze. This one's going to be a little bit more money, I think. It's going to be a little bit heavier. Let's see, this one weighs 5.2 ounces with a copper scales. Boy, is that a looker or what? Look at those. Big old lanyard hole in the Freeze series. Same clip, reversible, polished standoffs. This is more of a showpiece. A lot of character in this knife, especially when it ages. I'd still run a skateboard tape on it though. Anodized blue pivot point here on this one. We don't have it in the basic Freeze. Maybe some other variations do have it. I really like this copper. I'm surprised how much I like it. It's just really cool looking. Copper colored steel clip. They did a real nice job with that. So satin finish blade, same wicked edge, same worthless jimping that needs to be corrected. Yeah, that's really cool. Would I buy any of these knives, at least the three that I've shown you? Absolutely. I think for their price, they're actually really high value blades. They're new, they're refreshed, they're different. They come in some great colors. My answer is yes. I'm pretty much impressed with all these. I do like the presentation of the Rubato and the honeycomb scale. I really love how they anodized that one. That is a good looking orange color. It's a matte finished, almost a custom looking color. It's a matte orange, and that's one of my favorites. Here's the boxes, by the way. The copper one right there. Yeah, they're cool, dude. They're recommended. Oh, by the way, I'm going to throw this in the same video. They have a new utility knife out, the Olight. Has a lock on it. It's stainless steel on one side, G10 on another. It holds a utility blade. Has a cap lifter on it. And then like I would say pretty worthless flat blade driver. And then little tiny hex wrench there for whatever thing that would fit. It's kind of heavy though. I mean, I'll throw it on the scale. 1.6 ounces. I'll be honest, I'm not really enamored with this thing. They gave it to me for free in the order, as Benchmade always does. I much prefer my Sheffield plastic knife. Lighter weight, more functional, locking. You know, the blade extends a little bit further. You know, because this is kind of recessed with the cap lifter functionality. This is where it's at right here, dude. Your Sheffield, you should always have one. And literally I have this in my pocket. I'm just pulling out of my pocket. That's Harvest Orange Krylon that I sprayed that one with. Still my go-to cutting tool in my pocket. Has been for years and years. I mean, this is cool, but too heavy. Too heavy. Doesn't have a clip on it. That's nice, you know. I wouldn't buy it, though. I'm just being honest with you. I would not buy that. Then they have this little tool right here, whatever the heck they're calling this. This is called the Olight J1M, I guess, multi-tool. And I guess it has some interesting functionality there for popping the cap off your beer. And very limited in its functionality, if you ask me. Yeah, I guess it's for tightening spokes, like a little spoke wrench. I guess, you know, if you're a biker, that'd be cool. Maybe it could have some pry bar functionality. This weighs 0.7 ounces. Would I buy this? Nope. Don't like it. I don't like that utility knife either. But these other ones, they're wins. I mean, they're recommended. Let me know if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Say in a comment. Tell me if you have them already, that you just couldn't wait. And you got the Freeze or the Mr. Rubato. I'd be curious to see what you guys have to say about them. On the right here, we have an old school Spinnaker Rec. Speaking of aged cases. So that's an aged case from Spinnaker. I think that is stainless steel, colorized stainless steel. It's not bronze. And then I did not hands mod this one. Are you happy? They have some new Recs too. The new Recs are awesome, but their prices have gone up. Oh my gosh. I bet they added $100 of pricing to the Recs, albeit they come with stainless steel bracelets, which for me is non-preferred. On my wrist today is a Messerschmitt Flieger 42 millimeter. I got it from Island Watch. Making me extremely happy. Unfortunately, not an automatic, but it was only 195 bucks. So for a Messerschmitt made in Germany, not too bad. Okay, loom on it. I did not hands mod that. It actually came that way. And we have a watch that's only 42 millimeters, but it seems like it wears bigger because it doesn't have a chapter ring. And this is a Type A dial with all the numerics. Ronda quartz powered, really excellent strap. I'm really impressed with this. I might do a video and when I compare it against the Fossil FB01 series. That could be quite interesting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the donors. Thanks for using my links. Gives me horsepower to get you more fresh stuff like this. Let me know what you think about the blades. See ya.